Hi there, welcome back to the next video. And in this video, we will going to look at ClickSense XIRR financial function. So XIRR function is similar to what we earlier discussed is the IRR function, but it is a different definition because it returns the aggregated internal rate of return for a schedule of cash flow. And the catch is that is not necessarily periodic. It is represented by pair numbers in PMT and date, and that's a parameter it needs. So if you are coming from the finance background, mostly you must have either a requirement of calculating this, or you are already doing this in other spreadsheet software like Excel or OpenOffice. But here in ClickSense also you can use the XIRR function, and no need to do it or think about all the different looping and programming. So let's go to the data first. And this is the data that we have for cash flow, and this data is for 2013, and it has this column as year, and then it has the date, discount, and payments. And what we want is we want to apply, or what we want to calculate is for year 2013, which is this, the XIRR value based on these dates that we have and the payments that we have it over here. So let's give it a name to this table XIRR, and let's write the load year comma XIRR, and it needs PMT and date. So PMT is nothing but the payments, and date is nothing but the date column as XIRR 2013. Yeah, that's the year. And resident of cash flow, because from this only we are referencing the year, the date, the payments. So resident cash flow group by year, that's the dimension, right? So that's about it, and let's hit save, and let's load. It's done. Come to analysis, create a table to display the value at the dimension. Dimension is year, because for that year we want to calculate the XIRR. Add another dimension, which is the XIRR 2013, and the value we got is 0.5385. So the similar value you can get it directly over here as a measure. If you go into the expression editor and write XIRR, here the only difference is that you get a lot of flexibility, like set expression, the total keyword and all. So XIRR, but again we need to specify the payments and the date. Click apply, and you get the similar output. So both the functionality you have, the only difference is that if it is in backend, your engine or your ClickSense engine will not have to do the calculation again and again based on the selection that you are making. So if it is more or less like static, then you can do this. But if you need like more dynamic behavior, then you can create it in the front end. This way you will have the value changed based on the calculation, and this will impact the performance, but if it is needed, it is needed, and we have to sometimes make a trade-off. But if it is like static in nature, then you can have it as part of your dimension or as part of your KPI, which you don't want to change. So if whatever your need is, I have shown you both the ways, and why you need it in the back end or why you would require in the front end. So one word of caution, if you are using it in the back end or in the script mode over here, is that if in any of the field value you have text values, null values, or missing values, then the entire output will be disregarded, or you will not get the output. So you need to make sure that it should not have any text, null, or missing value. And for the front end, the PMT and date keyword, or the PMT and date parameters, I should say, that they should not contain any aggregation function. Otherwise, they will not result the value. So that's about it, how you can calculate the XIRR, and I'll now meet you in the new video with a new topic.